Hello, I'm doing this intro whilst on a very muddy January walk near my home. I've come down to the beach in the woods just to record a couple of little videos. One of them was about coffee. You might have seen it already. This one is about two things. It's about a bag that I made. Fancy. And it's about a walk that I did. I hope that you enjoy. Hi, it's Jim here, perched in the woods, a bit muddy, with a coffee that I've just made. Check out my previous video if you want to see making this coffee. We're continuing the coffee series. But I want to tell you about this, my pack that I've brought with me. This has been with me on a couple of overnighters, a couple of day hikes. It's made from Tyvek. Tyvek is most well known as a house wrap, but it's got lots of different applications. It's a non-woven fabric, it's very papery, but it's water resistant and it's very, very light, which makes it interesting as a material for ultralight backpacking. So I thought I'd make a pack with it. I sourced this Tyvek from banners that were used for an arts festival here in Folkestone in 2024. It's just Open Art 24, written all over it in this red font. I kind of think it looks cool. It certainly sticks out. The downside of this pack is that it's a bit rustly. I'm also not sure if I trust it on like a week-long hike, but for an overnighter, it's perfect. It's got a pocket on the side here, which is just the right size for a smart water bottle. We've got a big pouch in the front, and we've got a dump pouch on the side with a nice magnet closure. I like that. And then I've put padding from an old sleep mat in the arms, and then there's adjustment here using some paracord. It's all pretty simple construction. It's frameless. There's a sit pad inside which gives it some rigidity, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. This is an incredible coffee. Check the previous video if you want to see what brewer I used for it out here in the woods. So yeah, you're going to see a footage now of me doing a 2-day hike with this homemade backpack. The route, careful, don't fall over. The route in question is the Royal Kentish Camino. That's a fairly recent 2-day walk in Kent. It goes from Canterbury to St Eanswyth's Church in Folkestone, and it's really inspired by the history of the early church in the UK. So takes in some really interesting sites, historical sites, some interesting churches and stuff, interesting folklore. It was really cool walk. I walked it with some artist buddies and wore this pack with my tent and everything in. What a joy. So you're going to see that footage now, and I think you'll agree it's a lot more interesting than watching a video of someone make a pack is to watch someone use a pack, because frankly, if you know how to use a sewing machine, you can just make this stuff up, because that's all I did. I don't claim to be any kind of expert when it comes to making your own gear. That's part of the fun, is the making it up as you go along. Anyway, back to my muddy January walk, which I'm taking right now with my lovely coffee.
It dates back to 1170, but there's possibly a Saxon church on the site first. So you live close by? Yes. So what's your role? Is it you just church warden?